Welcome to the March 2024 Star Wars Canon Update. Last month we got 5 new episodes of The Bad Batch, a new High Republic book, and 11 new comic issues, so let's get started. The Bad Batch continued its third great season with 5 new episodes, which saw the return of fan-favorite characters like Wolf and Asajj Ventress. Omega and the Batch have been on a quest to find out what an M-count is, and they finally found out the answer from Asajj. Her resurrection after dying in the book Dark Disciple was vaguely acknowledged, but not directly answered, which is fine for now, and I do think we'll learn more later. If you're watching this video, I'll assume you've already seen the Bad Batch episodes, but if you want my full reviews, I'll link to them in the cards. Defy the Storm is the new High Republic book that came out. In it, Vernestra Rwoh makes some headway into the Occlusion Zone to find her former Padawan is still alive and helping people behind enemy lines. With the help of Jordana Sparkburn and even Xylan Graf, she helps set up a smuggling ring that can shuttle people safely back into Republic territory. The group also discovers that the Nihil may have found a new way to weaponize the powers of the Nameless, because an entire world is seen being corrupted and petrified. If you want my full thoughts on the book, I'll link to my review in the cards. Moving into comics, the High Republic issue 4 saw Keeve Trennis venturing into the Occlusion Zone to seek out her master, Sskeer, who was thought to be dead after the fall of Starlight Beacon. Along the way, she finds 2 other surviving Jedi, including the archivist Orbelin, who was last seen shot in the head. But he's a jelly blob man, so that didn't kill him after all. I was so relieved about that. She also finds Sskeer right at the end, but he is not acting like himself, attacking Nihil and his former Jedi allies alike, so she's gonna have to find a way to bring him back to himself. The High Republic issue 5 kept the ball rolling in a great way. Keeve was able to break through to Sskeer, and he revealed that he lost himself in a quest to protect a mysterious young girl who looks like a member of the Yacomb, a group of Darkside users. Meanwhile, Tarek and Sarek have a bit of a falling out while they are hunted by a Child of the Storm and a Nameless, but they're saved by Tay Surek from the Phase 2 comics, which I was not expecting. This was an all-around super fun set of issues in March. The High Republic Adventures Issue 4 started a prison break on a ship where several Jedi characters have been hiding. The Nihil bring a Nameless there to find Force users, so a riot starts just as the Jedi and the Republic attack to save everyone. But the Nihil basically vent all their prisoners into the vacuum of space, which is awful, but I have to assume and hope all the characters we just found out are still alive will be rescued instead of killed off immediately. The High Republic Adventures Crash Landing was a one-shot issue focused on Crash Ongwa and her team, who have been seeking vengeance on the Nihil that attacked Corellia, by murdering them. They go after Crix, who's been imprisoned, but he has plans of his own to assassinate Marchion Ro, so they break him out instead. Mace Windu Issue 2 saw the Jedi Master and Azita, the woman he's protecting, fighting to survive against giant underground ice worms, just like the Bad Batch did this month too. He learns that she is also from his homeworld, Harun Kal, and they have a philosophical discussion about choice and the Force, and he talks about how Jedi don't kill just because it's convenient, except in the last issue he sliced right through several disarmed guards. Right now I can't tell if the writing is purposely showing him to be hypocritical or what's going on with that. Jango Fett Issue 1 was a fun start. Jango is hired by the Republic to track down a stolen relic from Glian Selm that was meant to be a symbol of peace between the two cultures there. Of course, some other hunters are on the case, including Aurra Sing. This feels like a good mixture of action and intrigue, and I look forward to seeing Jango solving a mystery. Luke Ross's art is also good. I always like the series he tackles. Star Wars Issue 44 kicked off the trial of Lando Calrissian arc. We know he won't be executed for his crimes, and in fact he will be promoted to the rank of general, so this probably won't be the most tense arc of the series, but I expect it will be more philosophical and an exploration of how a rebellion built on hope has to operate, something that Crix Madine, a former Imperial, is kind of annoyed about. Darth Vader Issue 44 continued to set up the members of the Schism Imperial. This time, we focused on a former ISB agent named Fabarian, who helps Darth Vader get access to a bunch of newly developed battle droids. We also learned that Sly Moore is telling Palpatine about everything Vader and the Schism Imperial are doing, which isn't all that surprising. I'm struggling to get into this storyline. It's yet another attempt of Vader's to destroy the Emperor, which we know will fail. It's happened a lot in this series. I think I understand why, but I understood why several failed attempts ago. Thrawn Alliance's Issue 3 gave us our very first look at the Grysk, but it was kinda hard to make out. Definitely not a detailed drawing, but it's sounding like Issue 4 might give us another chance. I can't decide if they're trying not to completely nail down the look just in case they have some larger future appearance, or why we didn't see them more clearly. Anyway, I'm still enjoying this adaptation fine. It's good to have a refresher for the book. Obi-Wan Kenobi Issue 6 was the final of the adaptation. It was business as usual, nothing new was added to the story. There was a new Visions comic by Takashi Okazaki that isn't canon, but was great. It tells the story of how the Ronin met his droid, and it was very sweet. Basically, it was owned by a Sith until the Ronin killed him in a great duel. But the Sith knew it was coming and was actually very Jedi about the whole ordeal, and told his droid to continue on with his new companion. The story was good, the art was awesome, and there was a funny bit tying things back to A New Hope that I enjoyed. I actually think that might have been my favorite story of the month, so check it out if you can, but for a canon story, I think I would go with episodes 6 and 7 of The Bad Batch. But that's it for March. In April, we'll get 5 more episodes, the Living Force novel comes out, and 9 new comic issues. The Canon Update will return at the end of the month to cover all those new stories. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on our socials, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.